All right, welcome back to Age of Draconis. Last time, you all survived the Tea Party of Doom, and you survived the Tea Party of Doom, and met someone named Lucy von Zarvich, and she told you that the evil crone hides out in the forest, just west of Helvensward. You followed her trail to her forest cave, which the party came under attack by skeletons, bugbears, explosive traps, before finally confronting her before she ran away down into her secret hatch. While this was going on, she summoned a horde of zombies to come in from the rear, which everyone decided to hop down into the space where she went down. You all came into an excavated dwarven ruins of some kind, with a diminished dimension door circle that seemed to appear recently used. However, it is now diminished and doesn't have power. You all solved the puzzle of the two guardian dwarves and proceeded into the long hallway. Belladonna found a tablet saying the shortest way leads to despair, so the party decides to head north. And Bronislav saw a slime an ooze on the ceiling that dropped down and made an aggressive opening its mouth toward Bronislav. And that is where we begin tonight. Roll initiatives!
Can I just flat out say, after spending so much time underground, would Bronislav be able to recognize what this thing is?
Yeah, it's an ooze. It's your basic ooze variety.
Oh, fuck me. Also, in before Wallace's southern drawl accidentally seeps into Bronislav's speech.
Does Nixie or Shine want to go first?
I could go second.
Okay, I'll take first then.
Man, look at that! Look at that slime. Roll a 1 for its initiative.
Oh, thank Christ!
Sounds like a slime thing to do.
It only has a -3. It's all good. All right. Starting off with Belladonna.
I thought you just said Belladonna.
Donut.
Careful, or we're going to start calling you that.
My favorite kind of donut.
All right. So, how large is this hallway?
The hallway is 5 feet. It's 5 by 10.
Okay, so I can get past Bronislav.
Just squeeze it in there a little bit.
Are you sure
We're
about
gonna
that?
just sneak right by it.
I'm pretty wide, remember.
Yeah, that's why I had to ask him, like, can I get through? Just needed to make sure. Okay, but I can't get through. Okay. Alright, so Belladonna is going to go right here and squeeze right next to it. Wait, how high on the ceiling is it?
It's on the ground.
Oh,
It dropped off the
now.
ground
Okay.
and now it's making a eating motion towards Bronislav.
Alright, Belladonna is going to take out her whip, and she's gonna whip.
What is that
Oh,
whip made
damn
of?
it. You beat me, Emmy.
Okay.
What is that whip made of?
The whip would hit.
Haha.
And 1 second.
All right. So when your whip would slap the slime, you notice that your whip would start to melt. It gets -1. It gets -1 damage.
Oh
God
boy.
damn it.
It's
Oh,
leather
boy.
whip and that thing dissolves organic material. But he hasn't had a chance to say that yet. Can he say that now?
Yeah, sure. But
Look,
that is
touch it.
11 damage. But your weapon has a permanent -1 to it until you get it right.
It's eat everything.
Belladonna looks down at her whip as it starts disintegrating a little bit.
Only one thing to do: destroy it with laser.
Perhaps we should destroy it with maybe fire. And then she just backs up.
You'll have to nuke it from orbit. It's the only way to be sure.
Belzirus.
All right, that's me.
Yeah, for tonight.
Belzirus.
Going from Nixie's high voice to Belzirus.
I know.
Don't do it to yourself, Hart, please.
I would do Belzeros in your normal voice.
Sacred flame.
Dexterity save. Oh boy, the slime loves it. The slime rolls a 1.
Yeah.
A nat 1 or a 4?
A 3.
Even better.
Okay. All right, it would be Teresa's turn.
All right. I don't quite know what I do with just a battle axe.
Well, you clearly activate your Shadow Clone Jutsu and swarm it.
Oh. Oh, right. The answer was right in front of me. I can't believe I couldn't see it.
I can see it, and I can also see it again.
Well then.
Do you happen to have any ranged ability?
I don't think so.
What can a melee do from there that it can't fit through that past everyone in the narrow?
Suplex it.
Just leap over everyone and suplex it.
That would most certainly spell Teresa's very swift death.
Yes. That's why we're not going to do that. I really don't know what I could do here. I am bare bones as fuck.
Inaction is action. Inaction is still inaction.
Well, then I guess I'm not. I guess I kind of skipped my turn then.
All right.
If I could offer something to you. Hey, oh no, she's too far away. Never mind.
I put a claw down, face down on the field, and then my turn.
That seems troublesome.
Your move, Kaiba.
No! As the magic missile hits the slime and it plops and explodes across the walls.
I wonder if that was
And
worth
the
the
ceiling.
energy.
And the ground. And you're out of initiative.
Belladonna
Cool.
just looks at her whip and starts sniffing a little bit.
I mean, I have bow you can borrow if you need another weapon.
Thank you. I'll just... If I see another one of those things, I'm going to have to step... Still usable.
So, was that goo just goo?
Yeah, just you hear a sizzling briefly before the sizzling stops.
Yeah, I'm still gonna walk around that puddle. Are we still in initiative?
No, you're not in initiative anymore.
Well, since my head is still a light bulb, I'm going to walk forward into the
I thought that was the best idea, man.
till we get to the corner, and I'm gonna look around to see what's around the corner.
All right.
Belladonna just follows.
All right. You would see 3 dead bodies, and on top of the 3 dead bodies, you would see 3 rats with their flesh seem to be falling off, and their flesh flayed and falling off. You seem to be chewing on the 5 dead bodies, the 3 dead bodies in the room. Other than that, it's barren store.
The most nutritious breakfast.
Oh,
Speaking of food, I'll just say it later. It's kind of gross right now.
yeah, it's incredibly gross right now. Oh, great. More.
Hey, shut the
undead.
fuck up.
What?
So there's 3 of them, right?
There's 3 bodies and looks like 5 giant rats kind of swarming the bodies.
I can't really. I'm gonna have to get closer. How long until how close can I get before I get line of sight? I can't stealth because I'm in chainmail.
You could see radish tails from where you're at, and this now. Let me see here.
I think of these rats. It's regular rats.
They're
yeah, you can. You can see them now.
they are
they're-
not regular rats. Their flesh is slopping off. It's time to test theory, he says, and he draws a what looks like an upside down question mark, and he strikes it through with his hand, and from that point in the air, a ray of frost fires out at the closest rat to him.
Wait.
Frosty.
Is that like tracing? Was that like tracing magical runes in the air? Because that was pretty,
Yes.
that's pretty cool.
Oh yeah.
You're a
Okay,
mage!
the 14 hits.
Haha.
And with that, the freezing ray would hit the rat, and the rat would turn into a sickle before falling over. And in doing so, you hear squeak, 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 as the other giant rats begin to become active, and they
Well, that-
begin to.
Well, that was my surprise round.
Place your
I think-
bets.
I think-
Place
I
your
think-
bets.
I think this goes without saying. Try not to get bit.
Aw,
yeah,
shit.
thanks.
Aw, shit.
They do have some green stuff on their fangs.
Oh yeah.
That's not good at all.
All right, we are going to. It's Shine's turn.
All right.
Kick some ass.
Can I get a? I don't have line of sight over here.
Nope. You didn't.
What about
you
the
have
one?
line of sight. You have line of sight to the bottom one.
Okay, I'm gonna just throw away if I can I throw that past everyone?
Yeah. Just tell everyone the dunk,
All right, duck.
or move to the side, or.
I wanted
Oh my
to
god,
reference.
okay. That's not good. It just like whizzes over Bronislav's head as he has to kneel, like halfway to doing push-ups.
Whoa!
As the Eldritch blast against the rat, it slatters its insides and its decayed skeleton across the room.
Whoa! Nice shooting, Tex.
Shine cheers cutely.
Yatta!
Bronislav, it is Bronislav's turn.
Belladonna gives Shine a 10 out of 10. Little score.
So there are still more coming, but he can't see them yet.
Correct. They're no
He's
longer.
gonna draw aggro, so he's gonna step forward, and I'm taking a dodge
you can
action.
see. All right. It's the rat's turn. The rats are going to come skittering around the corner. Squeak, 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 squeak. And they have their and the one in front attempts to the two kind of squeeze in there, and they both attempt to lunge at Bronislav with their green goo covered fangs for a bite.
And Teresa remains happy at the fact that she's all the way in the back.
That's going
So
to
that cowardly half orc. Disadvantage.
disadvantage, right? Okay, a 14.
Misses.
All right, the first one, the rat flies past you and lands beside you. The second one, with disadvantage, rolls a 16.
Also misses.
And the other one flies past you and lands on the ground. Then the other rat comes with squeak, 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 squeak. And with disadvantage, 16 probably misses, right?
Uh-huh.
All right, all 3 rats just dart around the corner and jump at you, and Bronislav just witch times them all.
It's like,
Oh,
it's like-
these smell. Ugh, what is the word? Foul.
And now you could see the whole party could see all the rats. They're Their claws are dripping with a green ooze as well as their fangs, and their eyes. One of their eyes is falling out. The others have like flayed flesh and broken tails and stuff. And it's Belladonna's turn.
I can't see what's happening. Then she just like scurries past everybody, trying not to bump into it. And she goes right there.
Excusez-moi.
Because she got to protect the squishy.
That's me.
And with her poor little whip, she's still... Actually, fuck that. She's going to use her rapier.
Skewer them.
Oh yeah.
Rack-a-bob.
Yeah,
Oh,
but you can't. Don't eat it.
Play
'cause
rack-a-bobs.
Yeah. The delicacy of the Dark Ages.
Hua! And that rapier would hit and you would skewer the rat on your rapier as you hear the sound of like your rapier piercing dead flesh, and your rapier goes all the way through, not stopping for any resistance.
They're so squishy.
Oh god, they're like rotten meat bags.
I'm just imagining her like trying to smear them off on the wall.
As Belladonna pulls her
You have to
rapier out of the rat,
Scrape
the
them
rat,
off your fucking foot.
The rapier is covered in a green, foul-smelling liquid.
Oh,
You might have to clean that up.
It is Belzeros' turn.
no shit.
Need some disinfectant.
I need some hot water.
He's gonna run up with his shield held forward, so he's gonna hit one-handed. So he does not want to touch that stuff.
He would hit.
3. Jesus, he's weak.
Teresa
Your,
would rather just fucking
your hammer
stomp
would
on.
come down upon the rat's head. Makes the rat dizzy for a moment, but it continues its assault.
Are you sure that's how much damage she should be doing? Because he has a +4 on his strength.
Let me check what he has. No, his strength modifier is a 2.
Oh, that.
Is it just me, or do those rats look like they have very strangely shaped bodies?
I feel like his stats are weird. 14, 10, 14, 9, 14, 11.
I think the rats are all. They got just a little too high one night. Got all fucked up.
Like better spirits today. I like it.
I feel like his spirit weapon's supposed to be giving him more of his damage.
Yeah, and to be fair, I rolled a 1 on the attack. So.
I wish
But he's
I
a
wish
Nicolal
Teresa
with
had
a
the
shield.
I wish Teresa had the option to just fucking stomp on him because I don't feel like she'd waste her
You
axe.
can.
Okay.
Yeah, you can. It's a D4 plus your strength modifier.
Alright.
But if it'd melt your axe, wouldn't it?
I don't think it's acid.
It is. Wait.
At least not these rats.
So what was? All right.
The one before
Alright.
was an acidic ooze. These are just rats. Poison rats, at least.
Oh, okay.
All right, it's Teresa's turn.
Alright, let me see. Could I squeeze past Shine here?
Yeah.
Shine small enough.
Alright. Small girl.
Our token sassy lost child.
I love it.
Okay.
Yeah, is that good? I can't. I feel like she wouldn't be able to squeeze through the crowd here.
Yeah. There's a lot of people in this hall.
All right. I guess there shall be no rat stomping for Teresa.
She'll get her chance. I think.
Maybe.
I'll die ahead of time.
Okay, it's Nixie's turn.
I'll have you know Teresa's too angry to die, like internally. I'm just joking, of course. I really don't know.
Would I be able to
Hulk
squeeze?
stamina.
Would I be able to?
Yeah, you're a
squeeze-
goblin.
I'll just squeeze through Belzeros' legs, stab the rat, and then disengage over here.
Okay.
Attacking with booming blade.
Yep.
6
That would hit.
Cool.
And that The dagger would stick in, much like a Belladona's rapier, just goes straight through, and it sprays a foul green liquid over the ground as it just kind of rolls over.
I hear these are a delicacy in some tribes.
Liar.
Belladonna just covers her mouth with her cloak and just kind of makes disgusted.
Meanwhile, Shine's leaning up against the back wall there with her hands up like, yeah.
All right, it's Shine's turn.
Bronistex.
Teresa loudly grunts in disgust.
Alright, let's see if I can blow this last one up.
Oh, it hits. And you blow your rat across the floor.
Kick some ass. Knock the fuck out.
As you throw it against the wall, its body explodes into green acid. It sizzles across the ground as the remaining carcass of the rat just falls to the ground.
We call this overkill, Teresa says.
The hall now smells with the smell of smells like rotten eggs and decaying flesh.
Congratulations, you did too good of a job.
And you're out of initiatives.
Ranjao would be proud.
Belladonna just moves forward really slowly, trying to get out of this stench.
Is that your dad, Ramshaw?
Yeah, I'm a patron. Was that in character?
No, that was character.
So, Bronislav is going to immediately inspect this body because it seems a little too fresh for how long this place should have been sealed.
All right. When you check the body, the body would be half eaten, linen, a wheat linen seems to be of normal townsfolk variety, and then you would see underneath the robes you would see small pieces of parchment, kind of scattered across the bodies, as if someone scavenged them before you got here.
Oh, damn.
The parchments would say the woods are seems to be writs to allow them to trade in Red Larch.
Are these the merchants from that abandoned cart we found?
You can assume that if you would like.
Yeah, I'm going to assume that because I would like to.
All right, you assume that.
Do they have anything? Do they have anything on them? I am looting the corpses.
Besides their wheat slacks, their coin purse is all but gone, and just kind of bodies.
Ugh, useless.
All right,
Let's move on.
now that that's over, I like to out of character say that I think now officially my favorite D&D favorite snack to have playing D&D is apple slices with caramel, and I feel like that would also be entirely in character for
That sounds delicious.
It also sounds cute.
It's lovely.
Stragglers, don't fall behind. You wouldn't want something to come up from behind and surprise us, yes?
Don't just run away from me.
What?
Belladonna looks at Teresa. They're dead.
You're very eccentric, aren't you?
Shine skips up to the ground.
Okay, I will continue to lead the way because I'm a wall.
You are a wall.
All right.
As
Roslav would corner. In the next room, you would see a rune etched with dwarven carvings and a floating pillar. It appears to have a variety of gemstones in place in it, floating 3 feet off the ground.
It's a floating.
Suspended in midair.
I wanted to make a really dumb joke, and I'm glad I didn't make it now.
Thanks. I'm so glad you care about us.
The stone is 10 feet, and the stone is 10 feet up, and it's 2 feet across.
So what does what did the rune say? Is it like a message, like in the other corridor?
Most of it's saying how they that mostly it says the tomb of the hovering stones.
So you said the pillar starts 3 feet off of the ground.
It's suspended 3 feet off the ground in midair, with nothing seemingly holding it up.
But it's 10 feet tall.
Yes, and 5 feet across.
He says to Belladonna in Dwarvish, "This is the tomb of the hovering stone. That is rather literal, don't you think?"
Just a little bit.
What is the point of this? And he pokes it with his sword.
Probably some wizard.
As he pokes it with his sword, it would spark, and the stone would kind of glow. It would glow a glistening of colors before. It seems like poking it, you're able to knock it off its axis, and it would swing like a pendulum forward and then swing back.
Rocks fall, everyone died.
That actually happened earlier today. Well, Draconis jumps back a bit when he sees it swinging around because he doesn't want it to fall on.
As it doesn't fall, it just swings like a pendulum before going back.
Does this just look like a normal stone pillar? Like it's not like...
And it has gemstones in it, yeah. Nixie, how much do you weigh? If you don't mind me asking.
Oh, I actually have that on my sheet, I think.
You can't ask a lady how much she weighs.
40 pounds.
40 pounds.
I weigh 1,000 pounds.
As Nixie steps into the room, Nixie would begin to feel her feet being lifted off the ground, and she would be suspended one foot in the air. She'd be suspended 1 foot.
I figured it out finally.
As she just kind of floating there, 1 foot in the air.
Oh, I see. So this is enchantment that affects whole room. You will have to be careful about this in future.
It seems like it's only affecting some of us that weigh under a certain amount.
Stein, be careful where you walk. You may fly off ground.
I see. It's powered by bullshit.
That was out of character. Draconis grabs onto Nixie's cape,
Okay.
like her cloak, and leads her out of the room like a balloon.
All right. You would have little resistance, but as soon as you let go of Nixie, you should begin to float again.
We are not going to get there anywhere just standing around here.
Can I
He
examine
goes
what
forward.
stones are in here?
Yeah, there's an emerald, a quartz, a pink quartz, a diamond, a sapphire, a ruby, and an emerald.
2 emeralds?
Yes.
Belladonna pokes the sapphire and the emerald.
How hard do you poke it?
Not very hard.
The stone kind of spins a little bit. Kind of how if you lightly press, something hanging from a string, how it kind of starts spinning a little bit.
Intrigued, Belladonna pushes on it a little bit harder.
It would easily be pushed. You didn't need to use much force. As it's pushed out, it would swing, and then it would gain momentum and fly back. Belladonna needs to make me a dexterity
What
save.
the fuck?
This is what I was worried about.
You take 4d8 damage as the boulder falls on top of you. No, sorry.
Catapult!
Belladonna's managed to sidestep as the pendulum flies and smashes against the cave wall before floating back to the center and remaining in place. There's now an indention in the wall.
Okay, that is not a...
Oh. In Dwarvish. Are you crazy, woman?
I mean, by some people, yes.
Zoe.
And he curses in Dwarvish.
Please don't stop
And she understands what he's saying.
Teresa chuckles.
As he continues to lead. Oh, damn it.
As
Belladonna
Bronislav turns around the corner on the ceiling, you would see it wet and glossy.
They cannot see, but they can hear and feel us.
That sounds like I have no problem.
Oh, by the way, when Nixie leaves the room, if someone wasn't holding her, she would fall 1 foot and clunk.
Just fucking like a slapstick.
When Shine, how much does Shine weigh?
She weighs 127.
Oh, she remains on the floor.
Has normal people weight. Oh no, well, that's no fun at all.
I've lost it. No.
Yeah, I guess she isn't as small as I kind of make her be. She's about 5'6".
Oh, that's pretty tall.
She just looks youthful. But Brunus isn't going to be fucking around because he doesn't want those kind of things falling on his head. And when I say that, I mean he puts on the hood to his chainmail, which kind of stifles some of the light.
I assume most tieflings are tall.
They're about average with humans.
All right. The slime rolls a 17 for its save.
Save?
Oh no, never mind. I thought it was a dex save. Sorry. Okay. The ray would hit, and the slime would drop to the ground and go as the ground kind of burns under.
Wow. It is good to see my theories are coming out.
And then the other slime also drops from the ceiling.
Oh dear.
Fact.
I didn't know you're a mage like me.
Oh, I took notes from your book, and now I am using notes.
Oh, you learn very fast.
All right. Let's see. We left off at Shine's turn, so it's Bronislav's turn.
Again.
Oh boy, I love shooting things. As I play fucking Gish classes over and over again and spend more time firing lasers than actually hitting them.
That would hit. And with that, your Ray of Frost would freeze the slime as it kind of just shrivels up into an ice cube.
Well, at least it's not splatting on the ground and getting all over the place.
Alright, it's the slime's turn. The slime is going to floop. And it starts sliming towards Bronislav.
Ew.
And Belladonna's turn.
Slime's gonna slime.
Belladonna is going to stay put because she doesn't really have any magic or anything like that, and she's just going to destroy her weapons if she goes any closer.
They can eat metal.
They can eat them.
Oh, they can?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So, like, yeah, she would lose her rapier.
Yep, she's staying back after the whip. She's kind of, I'll let the mages handle this one.
Bilzeros' turn.
Bilzeros is gonna muscle his way to the front, plant his shield down in front of it, and cast a Sacred Flame.
Blurp. Blurp.
Be cleansed, fiend!
It rolls a 13.
Shit!
The slime somehow dodges the Sacred Flame. I don't know how, but it does.
You just see the slime make a little rubber band.
It kind of separates itself a little bit, like lifting itself up over the flame before setting itself back down and merging back together.
Oh, dear. You did your best.
That I could ever have imagined.
All right, Teresa's turn.
All right. I don't know if this is okay, but I kind of made a small adjustment to Shine's height and weight.
That's fine.
I guess I'll continue to stay put. Given again, I don't think it's smart to be dealing damage to Teresa's weapons.
I do have crossbow if anyone needs it.
I was about to say, did nobody bring crossbows? I thought that was part of standard equipment.
Yeah, I was gonna actually ask. I was actually gonna ask if that was a good idea. I mean, for Shine, she has range spells, but
Well, I'm too far away from everyone because Teresa likes about 2 people in this group.
All right, it would be Nixie's turn then.
She's gonna fish out her wand again and point it at the thingamajig. 5 times 3, 15 damage.
5 times 3, 15. Okay. As your magic would swing into the slime, jiggling as the magic missiles hit its slimy exterior.
I think I need to invest in less taxing ranged magic.
All right, it'd be Shine's turn.
can I see the slime from? Probably not.
Nope. You
Should
cannot
still be
see that
able to
slime.
Should still be able to get past Belladonna and Nixie, though.
What other spells do we have? Yeah, it'd be best if I could use my Eldritch Blast.
You would need to get where you would need to get where Bronislav is if you want to see the slime.
Should be able to go right behind him, though. Or
No,
no?
yeah, you can.
Can I do this?
Yeah, you can go there.
Alrighty.
Now you can see it. Blurp, blurp.
Woo! Eldritch Blast.
My hits. As the slime would explode, sizzling acid. Some lands on some lands on Belzerus' shield, and Belzerus' shield gets a -1 AC.
Dang, that is hard.
Until it gets repaired.
But the shield manages to keep the slime from bouncing to anyone behind him.
Oh,
2019, Belzerus' shield.
this is such a vile abuse of good equipment.
Bronislav,
What?
You're out of initiative, by the way.
could I end up using that crossbow just in case?
Yes, go ahead. You can keep it. And he hands over the light crossbow and the bolts that go with it. It's a 1d8 damage.
Thank you. That way I won't feel as useless unranged.
Guess what everyone's buying with their bounty money?
Oh boy.
Okay, all right. So you're out of initiative.
Is this right? Like, where's that +6 coming from? I know. Like I said, my charisma spellcast.
Your charisma. You have really high charisma plus your proficiency.
That was it's just you rolled the 15 plus your 4 charisma.
Oh yeah, okay, that makes sense. Because I guess I really like. I remember Shine being a very effective character, but I don't remember her being this effective.
There's an iron-bound door. There's an iron-bound door in front of the group, blocking the way. What seems to be a dwarven face, and has like a chain hanging from the dwarven's beard.
What kind of door is it?
I pause for a moment to admire the craftsmanship.
It's a dwarven-made door with a dwarf face.
It's an iron door with a dwarf face on it, with a chain where its beard would be.
He pulls on the chain.
You pull on the chain, and behind the group, suddenly from the walls would instantly slam together, locking the group in this tight hallway.
Oh no.
Before suddenly, through the crevices and the creeps, a greenish gas starts to fill the room.
Oh no.
Well, fuck.
This is not what I meant to do. Oh, so this is just a wall?
It's a door. It's an iron door.
Fuck that. I'm gonna try to break it down.
All right.
Go
You
for it.
can either make me strength to push it open, or you can try to hit it with your weapon.
I am going to I'm gonna do like a strength. Just a strength?
Yep.
Can I ask either Bella or other Belle to assist me?
I might be the better of the two bells to ask.
All right. I will let you assist, but whoever assists has to give up their attempt to open the door. And I'll give Bratislav advantage, but you give up your chance to open the door.
Actually, can you have Belzeros give the help just in case?
Sure, yeah, Belzeros will assist.
I am especially strong for my size.
All right, I'll give you advantage
What
with
do you roll?
Belzeros and Bratislav strength to try the brute force down.
Hell yeah!
The door would begin to push, but it still remains steadfast.
Oh, for goodness sake!
Alright. Belladonna, squeezes right next to him and just tries.
Everyone would take 1 point of necrotic damage.
Oh,
Wait, what do I do since I'm...
You take 1 point.
Damn it! Motherfucker. Shit.
Okay. Second attempt, Belladonna would not be able to open the door, and everyone takes 2 necrotic damage.
From
that's
here... let's see. What's the range of this? From here, can I cast Knock on that door?
Okay, you there. However, the door is not magical.
It doesn't have to be magical. Any object that contains a mundane or magical means that prevents access.
Oh, right. Well, you would hear a click from the door, and if you hear a click on the door.
Knock! I think I opened it!
Bratislav,
Still
try
pushing.
pushing it again!
All right, you would push it, and you would fall through the door as the door opens, leading into a large chamber as the gas would fade and the doors would open. The gate would open behind the group.
As we all dogpile on top of each other.
it's a good thing Bronislav was in front then.
And then Shine is on top of everyone, and then Teresa falls on top of.
Oh.
Alrighty. The floor is rough.
Right
but
on your
flat.
face.
This in this room, the floor is rough but flat. The walls show chisel marks of the original builders, and the ceiling is 10 feet high. Identical stone doors with iron pull ring handles stand in the middle of the east, north, and west walls. In the center of the room, there is a life-sized and lifelike statue of a dwarf warrior wearing a chain shirt, a helm, and big boots. He carries a shield in his left arm and a battle axe in his right hand. The statue has clearly been broken, roughly the head and upper torso, lower torso, and legs. These pieces have been reassembled and held together upright with a stout wooden frame. A dagger, along with several coins and gems, lie on the floor in the front of the statue, surrounded by a ring of fine gravel.
Perhaps we put the stones to the statue?
Is it missing parts? I'm just going to examine the door. I'm going to look. I feel bad for not checking for traps before pulling on the chain, so I'm going to actually investigate the door. There's no handle on it, is there?
There is not a handle. In fact, it seems to be. This door is made out of iron as well, and it is seemed to be has a rune etched mark glowing over it.
Is it the same one as in the floating room?
It is not, no.
Meanwhile, Belladona's looking at the statue.
Is that rune like in a the kind of dwarven rune, or is it something that Shine would?
It's a magical rune.
Can I inspect it?
Yeah, you can expect to make me an Arcana. The door is clearly locked and sealed by a magical spell. You get you also get the hint that darkness kind of seeps from beyond the seal.
This door is magically locked, but it seems as there's something dangerous beyond.
Belladonna does.
The definition, not the definition. Oh, what was the word? One moment. He stands there for a second. The inscription on the outside said they were trying to seal something dangerous away here. What that could be may lie ahead.
It would make sense for why we would have to come in here and follow that one.
We have nowhere else to go. I doubt those undead are away from the door.
And there is also a door to the west as well. This one's just a normal iron door with nothing.
Belladonna examines the statue and pulls on its arm.
Okay. The arm would be pulled off as the statue is petrified.
Alright, is there bone underneath?
Yeah.
That is not statue. He was... Oh... This is not... So,
Belladonna is now holding a dwarf hand in her hand.
Now, what is that right there again? If you could remind me.
What's what? Sorry. The dwarf. Oh, that would be a chest containing. That is a chest containing a dagger along with several coins. It's an open chest containing a dagger along with several coins, gems, and there's a ring of fine gravel surrounding it.
Will you get up here and give me a hand?
Yeah, he notices the gravel and he's going to investigate for traps because this clearly is trap. But he wants to know what the trigger is, so I guess that is what he's looking for.
Belladonna looks towards Shine, and then she looks at Bron.
Just put down the arm! What is wrong with you?
No, you need a hand! Just wiggling it towards him!
Stop his eyes kind of glaze over.
Sometimes I kind of wish I was still playing Summer, just only for the like constant in character bad pun.
Bronislav says, "Treat the dead with more respect."
You just want an excuse, don't you?
Okay. So yeah, there's. So what is Bronislav doing?
He's looking for the trigger in the chest that caused this petrification because he can very clearly tell that the gravel in the box was probably the dwarves missing the other one.
Okay. As you make me an investigation.
Don't roll a 1.
You managed to gauge the chest. It doesn't appear to be trapped.
There must be some way. There must be some secret trigger to open the door.
May not be physically trapped, but maybe it's magical.
That is true. I do not want to tamper with it further. I'm going to look around the room.
Belladonna still examines this body as
Bronislav looks around the room. You find a plaque on the floor saying "Petrified Iron Star" with a question mark. Dwarf. found 1,459 DR in Red Larch West Quarry in broken condition.
This is a museum?
That sounds horrifying. Unless it's more like a mausoleum instead of a museum.
Would
Along as you most start examining the room, you'd begin to see other plaques and what seems to be brush vines of what seems to be old dwarven art, kind of covered up by vines and brush on stone.
Welcome to History's Mysteries.
I am both what is the word? Fascinated, yet
Disgusted?
yes.
Yeah, Nixie.
I'm just gonna fucking try to ram down the door. I don't want to tamper with anything in this room. Oh wait! Look under the paintings. I'm gonna look under the paintings for a switch.
Okay, you look under the paintings, and you would find a rune underneath one of the paintings.
Is it just another?
In
magical
fact,
rune?
it's the yeah. This one looks like a handprint though.
Oh, does it match the one on the door?
Yeah.
He puts his hand on it.
It glows, and the door and the one also glows, and the rune would glow brightly on the door before fading, and the rune would vanish.
Oh, good. No poison gas. I feel much better now.
Also, that chest is open, right?
What?
The chest is open.
Yeah,
Right?
it's open. There's a dagger, coins, and gems inside the chest.
Trust it. Don't touch it, Bella.
Belladonna uses the arm to get the dagger.
The arm would shatter if you tried to lift the dagger.
Oh,
because-
that is just gross. I'm going to.
Oh,
I mean, I have mage hand.
I was about to say,
Yes.
Mage Hand is thing.
You've got lovely hands.
Mage Hand would be able to pick up a dagger.
It has to be
Yeah.
more than 10 pounds
10
for it
pounds.
not to. I mean, I'm pretty sure most daggers are like most 2 pounds.
They are 1 pound.
I can carry 10 daggers.
A pound.
All right, daggers are a pound. You'd be able to lift the dagger out of the box. The dagger, it's monologue time. All right.
Oh, Lord, guys, what did I do?
The dagger appears to be magical. It's decorated with star motifs and the grip of a night blue leather. Dried blood still coats the dagger from when from when it was once used. The dagger seems to be seems to give off a silencing like the dagger. Something seems off about it. The name Razure is engraved into the dagger's pommel.
Can you type that out?
Razure. Yeah, sure.
Razure.
Razure.
Trent Reznor.
Trent Reznor.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, but are you really?
I take
thought
that as
not.
a no.
The blade, yeah, yep. So yeah, dagger. That's has star motifs and a night blue leather with
I can-
dried blood on.
I can identify this. And clean it up a little.
All right.
For now, I'm going to put it in my bag. I might have like some parchment I can wrap the blade in.
Yeah, she was about
okay.
to say take it for now, because Belladonna is like, this has some magic mumbo jumbo. I will stay away for right now.
I'll take a look at it when we're at a stopping point. But it's safe in my bag.
So I'm gonna take a. I touch the chest. Does anything happen?
Nope.
I empty the chest instead of putting my hand in it.
Yeah, you empty the chest. The coins and gems fall over.
I collect the coins.
All right, you would find. Get ready to write this down. The chest would contain 440 copper pieces, 253 silver pieces, and 97 gold pieces. 6 small green agates, and 2 polished moonstones. And of course the dagger, but you have the dagger in your hand.
Dagger.
Oh, please allow me to look after our party's treasury. At least until we get out of here, then we can split loot accordingly.
Those number will be adjusted based on how many people we want to split this with or whatnot. So those are module numbers. I want to make this easy, so we all don't have to deal with that.
He takes out like a sheet of paper and his like equivalent ink and actually writes down what they found and then like stores it in his pocket and then collects the coins off the ground.
Yeah, I would say we can split it after we're out of here.
All right, so there is the door to the east that had the ruin that's no longer there, and then there's the door to the west.
I'm gonna head through this new shiny door because I want to take advantage of my shiny head being a shiny beacon.
You would walk into the room, and you would see 4 braziers immediately to your right and to your left, and next to the other door to your right and your left. They'd be glowing with a purple and black flame.
Oh boy, howdy! I'm
and you would see another stone door in front of you. This one also sealed, but from beyond the door, you would see some black smoke kind of seeping from on the others, seeping through the door, and kind of darkening the area around the door.
Yeah, I'm checking for traps immediately.
That's not creepy at all.
Do I even have to roll for this?
No. Nope, you don't need to roll for it. You would. It doesn't look like it's trapped. It's just like
this is creepy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna listen to the door. Can I hear anything on the other side?
Nope. But you do your vision turns into as you get close to the door, your vision turns to you can see 5. Basically, your vision darkens. It goes pitch black.
Even with the light spell.
Yep.
So he's blind.
But that's only that's only when you get close to the door. And the moment you step away, it's normal. But
I'm going to push on the door. Does it go?
It does not. The ruin glows.
What does the rune mean? Have we ascertained what that means yet?
It's the door is locked with a magical spell.
They all have those different colors on them, right?
What?
So the braziers have flames with different colors on them, right?
No, they're all purple with purple and black flames.
Oh damn! I was hoping they'd be like some were purple and some were black.
Nope. Purple and black flames.
Check room for more runes. He sounds like he said, check a room for more rooms.
Okay. Now Nix will start looking behind paintings like she saw him do before.
The paintings would easily just kind of fall off and they kind of disintegrate in your hands.
Do I find any cool things on the wall?
And they turn to dust. Pretty much when you touch them. There appears to be nothing behind any of the paintings.
nothing more on the walls.
I'm gonna play. I'm going to sit down in front of the door and I'm gonna think. Can I roll into intelligence for a...
Sure. There might be a switch in another room, you think?
No. I assume that this door was way back to start, but there may be another room on the other side. Let's investigate.
Would you like me to go first, Bronislav?
It could be certain doom.
It does not matter to me.
Belladonna goes in front of the door. And she opens it.
Alright, one moment, sorry. Okay, alright. Okay, you would push open the iron door. And inside, you would find, sitting in the corner, you would find a giant mound of chains. A giant mound of chains sitting in the northwest corner of the room. You would also find shackles lying across the ground, as well as a altar. And then you also see on the other side of the altar, you see another human. It appears to be crucified on the altar.
Belladonna just looks in there and thinks on it for a second.
Shine just kind of slowly peeks into the room and says, "Spooky."
The man is wearing he is barefoot and wears ragged clothing, and his face is face down, with his face is face down with his hands tied behind his back and his legs tied up as well.
Well, that looks...
And chains cover his body.
Oh, dear.
Can I peek my head into the room and see anything that might look like a switch?
The what, sorry?
Can I look in and then try to see if I see anything that looks like a switch?
You do not.
Okay.
You do see a door on the other side.
I don't like this room.
This entire place is foul. He steps inside.
I tend to agree.
Something... perhaps something with chain. He mumbles out loud and investigates the chains and how they are connected to the wall. Maybe one of them will be like a secret lever or some shit.
The chains themselves, there's some on the wall and some laid across the... And then there's the giant mound of chains just stacked almost to the ceiling in a pile
I feel like there's
in
something
the northwest.
dangerous about that.
Dangerous.
The fact that it looks like a fucking person.
It appears to be humanoid shaped, but it's in its mound of chains.
I mean, even if it isn't like a monster or something, we can at least get fucking tetanus on it.
The greatest monster of all.
I mean, in a time before fucking vaccines, yeah. guess it's time to investigate the creepy ball of chains.
All right, you would approach the humanoid-shaped mound of chains as it lays slumped against the wall. You get a odd sense of a living presence among the chains.
Oh yes, this is most certainly. There is something inside it.
Damn. Belzeros doesn't have detect good and evil or anything like that.
Keep looking around room. I will keep eye on this.
Belladonna just looks at the floor and at the altar and everything. Like right
Okay.
over here. Did she find a switch or anything? We guess investigation.
Well, make me rolls.
Calm down.
You would find that the altar looks like it can be moved.
Alright, what do I roll to move it?
You can either athletics or strength.
I'm readying an action. If this mound moves, I'm going to attack it.
Okay.
Belzeros has 2. He's eyeing it very suspiciously. Well, Nick,
You would be unable to move the altar.
6.
Nixie is being a coward and staying in this room.
Raveros, help me!
Sure thing. He'll attempt to help her move it.
Okay. Athletics. Nope. As Belzeros hurts his back as he starts to put. As suddenly the chains begin to rattle.
Help!
So
As the sorry, what?
I was just gonna say, as an aside, my cat has figured out how to jump on my bed, and he's
It is now his.
It is
Yes.
now
This is how it works.
the chains would begin to rise and stand up as red eyes begin to glow inside the chains where there would be a face. There's a ball and hooks as it stretches and reaches into the air in a humanoid form. The golem looks at the group and starts flailing its arms in their direction.
Fuck off.
Teresa looks bored by this.
It's like we saw it coming, so it's not necessarily surprising as it is just tedious.
Yeah.
Your dagger, your weapon would, your warhammer would smash against the chains and not really do anything. As it goes, or what's the? I thought it was a warhammer.
That's longsword.
Oh.
Where about next?
As your sword would cut into the chains that just kind of rattle the chains.
would shocking grasp be effective at all?
It probably would be.
Could you help move this thing while he's kind of distracting it?
Oh yes, we're just going to ignore possessed ghostly monstrosity. Good.
I'm saying, well, you're distracted. There's something underneath this thing. We need a distraction.
Okay. Going into initiatives, we're up at Belladonna.
Belladonna says fuck this and she tries pushing it again.
Okay.
Can Belzeros lend aid with his turn?
If you want to sacrifice his turn to do it, yes.
Yes. So that's 25.
All right, you would begin pushing it. It looks to be 1/3 all the way pushed. And it'd be Teresa's turn.
Castlevania music really is so versatile for these kinds of campaigns.
Teresa?
Robin.
All right. Let me see. Teresa, quite by the power of utter annoyance, she takes a run at the chain golem with her battle axe, holding it with.
Okay. You dive your axe into the chain golems, and it would rattle. It would hit the chains and kind of create a spark and kind of rattle the chains of the body, but not do anything.
Hey.
And it would be Nixie's turn.
I'm sick of this. 6 damage.
Okay, the magic missile would hit the golem for 6 damage. Doesn't even flinch. It just kind of... You hear the sound of rattling chains. And it is Shine's turn.
Alright, can I don't know, I'm worried about getting too close. I would like to try Shocking Grasp, but yeah, fuck. I'll try it. Shocking Grasp. Oh wait. First I'll wait, would it be a good idea to use my hack?
Yeah.
I think, do whatever you think is best.
Okay, so that's a hex, and I think that adds a d6, right? And so I'm gonna also do that Shocking Grasp now. And that's another +6 d6 to that, I think.
Right, as you would touch the golem electricity would flicker throughout the golem, kind of, and it just kind of flickers electricity across its side. It doesn't look like it did anything.
No cell.
Yeah. Oh no. Okay.
It appears the answer may be underneath the elder.
Bronislav.
Oh, this is over here. He gets all up in its business and raises.
John Freeman over here.
Over here.
I'm rethinking body blocking for you, Sean, right now.
Oh boy. I wonder what kind of nature this creature has, so I can know what the hell kind of spell to use again.
Dodge action. I'm gonna raise my shield against it.
Okay. All right. It is reason with chain and would attempt to bring the ball and chain down on Bronislav with disadvantage. That is going to be a 13.
Nope.
All right. As the chain comes flying down your shield managed to deflect it. However, the sheer force of the ball and chain coming down forces Bronislav to his knees to be able to absorb the blast. And then it's going to swing its hook at Shine for touching it. And is going to get a 16.
Yep.
25 points of bludgeoning damage.
Well, guess what? Shine, I guess, is incapacitated.
Oh no!
Here we go again.
I knew that was a stupid decision. I just thought, like, by some chance, maybe it'll do a lot of damage.
And it is done as it lets out a chaining screech. It's Belladonna.
Belladona's just gonna keep trying to move this thing.
Belzeros is not helping you on this one as he is immediately drawn to the attention of Shine falling onto the floor.
That is okay.
Is it though?
That's fine.
All right, you managed to push the altar. It looks like one more good shove would push it fully away. Belzeros' turn.
Alright, Belzeros is going to... what's his... Cure Wounds, right? Cast at... Sure, first level. 6 points of healing to the Shine.
Dang.
And, yeah, that was his action.
All right, it'd be Teresa's turn.
All right. It's funny how like the most I can do right now is just hit things with axe.
Push the slab.
Huh?
Push the slab.
The slab?
Yes, push
The
it.
altar.
The altar.
How about push it?
Mm.
You had to roll in athletics if you're gonna push it.
Wait, what? Wait, how do I? I'm sorry. I'm, as you can tell, I'm in a state of constant confusion.
In your skills menu, hit athletics. Just click on the word athletics.
Unfortunately, that would not be enough to move the stone any further.
Shite.
And it'd be Nixie's turn.
Nixie's going to throw herself against the altar to try to move.
Okay.
With my... Oh, wait. That was a strength save.
Athletics.
I'm just imagining Nixie like. I'm just imagining Nixie.
You go face first into the stone thing. Just peel off it.
I'm just imagining Nixie
You hear
like.
a squeaking noise and you see Nixie just peeling off the altar.
I'm just imagining Nixie like launching herself against the altar like Luigi in Super Smash.
Pretty much.
All right, Bronislav.
Oh! By the old hammer! He's over this! He's going to use his movement to stand himself upright and bring his shield up again.
Okay.
I can't hold this back all day! And that's his turn.
All right, it's the chain golem turn.
Wait, Shine didn't
Chain
go.
golem. The chains. What?
Shine didn't go.
Oh, Shine. Yeah. Wait. Oh, yeah, Shine. Yeah, Shine. You need to go. You had 6 HP, and you're prone.
Yeah, so I should. I want to back up, but I guess I need to stand up first.
Disengage, please.
Did you use your movement to stand up?
Yeah, I disengage as fast as possible, like Art said.
Can I use disengage right now?
Yeah, stand up.
Stand
I'm
up.
gonna stand up.
It'll use your action, but at least you can get away.
Yeah. So I could stand up and then use disengage.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'm gonna do that, and I'm going to like back up to here.
Okay.
Yeah, you just can't attack it.
Yeah, it's fine.
All right, chain golem's turn. The chain golem's gonna bring his ball and chain back on Bronislav in a relentless assault with disadvantage. That's going to be a 16.
Nope.
As it with twice the force as the first one, smashing against his shield. Then the golem's gonna whip around and gonna use his hooks to attempt to catch Bronislav in the side. That's going to be a 17.
That's still no.
as you manage to deflect the hooks as well. Belladonna.
Belladonna's just gonna keep doing what she was doing.
Fucking goddamn it, you two are on like high meme alert at this point.
It's Tommy. So
No,
she
fucking
can
kunai
shit.
Kunai with Jay.
Belladonna cracks her knuckles before she tries to shove this thing one more time.
Yo, that's the second Yu-Gi-Oh reference I made today. I don't know how to feel about that.
All right, you managed to push the altar away, and underneath there's a pressure plate with a rune symbol on it.
Belladonna just gonna step on it.
You, yeah, you can use your movement to step on it. You would step on it, and suddenly the energy, the golden, rattling golden chains would start shaking, and then the presence inside would fade as the chains fall down and land on, and cover Bronislaw with chains as the chains fall with chains.
Oh, we take break.
And you hear a chin, and you see Nixie can see to the far east. The last ruin on the door goes away.
No, we sit down. I sit down, and he sits, and Bronislaw sits down.
Just crosses his legs, sits down and pouts.
Can we sit down in the other room?
Fine. I just want to take a short rest.
Yeah. And Shine especially needs a short rest right now.
Yeah, get her spells back and fucking use some hit.
Is there a gif of like a boss door key thing, like the boss door opening from Legend of Zelda? It's like a gif of that somewhere.
GIF or just
Just a gif. Because that's just what happened to the other door with the ruin on it.
I mean, like one of the doors that like rise up.
Yeah, the lock on just kind of breaks, and the giant exaggerated lock. Okay. All right, so everyone's taking a rest.
Ready to see you.
All right, hit dice away.
I am using Arcane Recovery.
I might as well use both of them.
We're level 3, right?
Yep.
Spell slots have combined level that is equal to or less than half. So I get 2 spell slots back.
Kunai with Jay. What is this?
What thing is this?
All right. After the short rest, the group is feeling somewhat refreshed, and there appears to be only one door remaining.
dun dun dun.
I just hope we find some way to at least banish undead.
I'm sure we will. Hopefully.
Fuck, that was
Holy shit! Are you serious right now?
What the hell?
I was like, might as well top up Bella's hell.
Well, that's a hell of a step.
Ooh.
So where were we?
We were in hell.
That is correct.
You know, you're just in the first dungeon.
First dungeon and something hits us for 25 damage without a crit. Excuse you, Mark.
Hey, I don't write the mod.
Uh-huh.
I'm sure we will make it to some sort of Eldritch Hellscape event.
Sounds like fun.
Okay, so what's in this doorway?
The door is no longer coated with ruin. Darkness seeps from the other side of the door.
What's behind door number?
Number.
Probably like 5.
Okay. All right. You would see darkness.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
You mean Kingdom Hearts?
Darkness.
Darkness.
This is the references episode.
Simple
Yes.
and
Oh,
clean
guys, did I tell you that I'm
and
playing through like every part of Kingdom Hearts?
Yeah, it's a mistake. You should stop now.
Inside this room, you would find 15
Kingdom Hearts.
of the floating stones floating 3 feet off the ground in this large room with stones that they kind of look like Stonehenge. A few of the stones gathered up look like Stonehenge of the floating stones in the room. And darkness a darkness seeps around the borders of the area.
Hold on. Before I go in there. Hold on. Would you like me to light your head again, Bronislaw?
Well, I don't think it's... When I got close to the door, the light dimmed. I don't think it... I think this darkness is not normal.
Well, at least it should still help a little bit.
Okay, and he gets down on one knee, so he's like in reasonable reaching height for Belladonna.
And... Boo.
You should just admit that you're only in it for the luck. And he stands upright and steps into the room.
In it for the... Oh.
Luck.
Oh. She pats her forehead as she feels like an idiot for having a caution.
But is he lucky?
I think so.
So it's just these rocks floating in the air?
Yes, and rocks that look like Stonehenge, kind of scattered throughout the room with darkness, with pure darkness, kind of floating around the outside of the air, outside of the square.
I wonder. I'm going to investigate all the stones to see if they have, if any of them match with each other.
The stones all resemble this floating stone that you previously encountered.
Well,
Do they have different runes on them?
Nope.
so they all look the same.
Yes.
One of these is not like the other.
Some of these things just don't wear plate.
Some of these things are awful and should be expunged from this earth.
I am going to look at the Stonehenge alignment instead. Maybe there'll be something to it.
He's going to look out through the rest of the room.
All right. When you stand there, is that everyone's final positions?
Update your positions, you two.
I'll say Bezeros is keeping an eye on her.
Shine, Teresa.
Excuse me?
Update your positions.
Positions.
Teleport!
Zoop.
All right. The doorway would vanish and turn to black. As suddenly the group begins to feel a presence of something watching them.
Oh boy.
Everyone roll me initiatives.
Somebody's
Oh,
watching me.
shit.
Oh, fucking hell.
I don't know if you were trying to say that in character and then it turned into out of character.
Yeah, I just dropped character. I'm getting irritated.
I'm quite peeved. I should probably have Teresa speak more.
That should be Teresa's catchphrase.
What?
I am peeved.
I'm quite peeved. I mean, it's not totally out of character for her to say, so yeah.
Okay, so Shine or Belladonna, which one do you want to go first?
I can go second.
Yeah, I'd rather have Shine go second.
Shine second. And Nixie or Teresa?
Can you go before me?
Sure. Okay. From the outside of the arena, I need to. You see two red eyes from the darkness, and lines would draw to the eyes as you see the eyes hopping around the outside of the arena as it circles around the outside of the arena, looking at the group. Whatever machination has been sealed away down here, you have uncovered.
Are curse words like really a thing in D&D? I don't know.
Yeah. Maybe you can be creative with it, I'm sure.
You missed
Well-
my one character in our first game. She flew off the rocker a lot.
Well, Teresa will say, "Fuck this."
All right, you would see the two red eyes.
Mhm.
And it'd be Belzeros'. It would be Brazislav turn. Brazislav.
Bliad. He grumbles. And where's the position of the eyes over there? Those things?
Yeah.
He's going to fire a bolt of frost at it to see how it reacts.
All right. That would hit. As Brazislav would hit it with a fray of ice, as it hits the eyes would jump. And they would jump around the darkness, lines following them, and appear there.
He's going to
Temporarily
stay
derp.
behind that. No, wait. These rocks are floating in the air, right? They don't provide cover.
They're floating 3 feet in the air.
He's going to step behind that rock that actually provides cover instead. Unless I am assuming too much, and they don't do that either.
There's an opening in between them, but the two rocks provide cover. Yeah.
Okay, good. That's
All right, Belladona's turn.
How tall is this rock right here?
The rock. The rock is 30 feet in the air.
This one right under Shine, 30 feet in the air.
Yeah. It's placed in the ground, and it's sticking.
So basically, I can't see the eyes right now.
You can see the eyes.
Belladonna is going to go here, and she is going to ready an action as she gets the crossbow out in case that thing moves again. And I end my turn.
All right, it would be Shine's turn.
You said these pillars at least provide some kind of cover, right?
Only the gray ones.
Hmm. Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
But I wouldn't be able to attack around that, right?
You could peek around.
Maybe I should wait until I actually get a better idea of what it actually is.
Okay. All right.
I can at least throw an Eldritch Bullet at it before I do a hex. I'm gonna just save the hex.
Okay.
Pew pew.
Your Eldritch Blast would fly into the darkness and hit nothing. On its turn, it is going to shift back into the shadows, and then the shadows begin to manifest and materialize.
Since I saw it move, can I shoot a bolt at it?
Did you write an action to shoot a bolt at it?
Yes, I did, bro.
Okay.
Told you I did it last turn.
Spill it out and makes noises as she fires.
And that would hit.
Now I would totally see Shine doing that in character.
Alright, the shadows would, as the arrow sticks into the darkness, you'd see it stick into the hide of whatever was emerging from the shadows. And from the shadows, a dark dog-like beast would jump out from the shadows, and would jump across the, would jump over Shine, giving a slash of darkness as it passes over. And that's going to be an 18.
Why you gotta do this to Shine, bro?
Because she's the healer.
Ooh,
And
14.
And it's smart.
How
Smart.
Can't argue with
cool.
that.
she's the healer and doesn't cast any healing spells.
You motherfucker.
She's also the shiniest target.
It's seen you do that. It knows.
I've been watching this
So
entire
Why
time.
is this?
If that's a 16 hit, then yeah.
Alright, that's going to be for 6 points of slashing damage as it lands right in the middle.
Ouch.
Ouch.
And it's going to be Belzer's turn.
Belzeros is going to cast Shield of Faith on fucking Shine. Jesus Christ. That's a bonus action. Shine, you have +2 AC.
Okay.
As the symbol of Bahamut lights up on his shield. While he casts that, he's going to step up and take a swipe.
And that would hit.
Boom, bam, 7 damage.
Alright, for 7 damage.
I will cleanse you, you foul darkness. I mean,
Darkness.
Darkness.
And it'd be Teresa's turn.
All right. Would the axe do anything?
I guess we can find out.
All right. Well then, Teresa runs at the beast and attempts to slash it with her axe.
Okay.
Shit. Hold on.
And it would swiftly dodge out of the way. It's for its size, it is rather agile.
Why is Teresa so incompetent?
And it'd be Nixie's turn.
I appreciate the choice in Mon.
Nixie's going to focus into her hands and say a few key words, and a blade of darkness appears in her hand.
Okay.
And she'll immediately use her action to attack as a booming blade.
Okay. It would agilely sidestep the blade.
Okay. I was going to do something, but I forgot it. All right, that's the turn.
All right, it's going to use a legendary action, and it's going to glare at Belzerus before slashing at him with its claws. It's going to be a 7, which misses.
Yep.
And Bob to the top with Bronislav.
You can't pierce the light of Bahamut!
Needs more divine fervor. He's going to ignore the oversized cartoon character in the center of the room and charge at the eyes in the wall instead. I can't quite reach it though. And those are just in the walls, right?
They're in the darkness. They're floating in the darkness.
Well, he assumes that they are floating, they will not be affected by this, so instead, he draws a circle on the ground with his boot and shoves his sword into it.
Ooh, boy!
Shit. The description did not transfer. How unfortunate. It needs to roll a... It needs to roll a dexterity save.
15?
That meets.
Okay.
In that case, it takes 1d6 bludgeoning damage and is knocked prone.
All right. You would reach in darkness, and your tremor, you would see the eyes kind of flip over, and as if it's struggling on its back.
Fucking jerk.
Its eyes would immediately the fiend's eyes immediately turns to Bronislav.
As I correct my mistake and put the description on the spell in the spell.
All right, Belladona's turn.
Belladonna puts Bronislav's crossbow away. And she takes out her whip again. Poor whip. And she goes to help Bronislav right now because she thinks that this may be a slightly bigger threat since there's only 2 of us over here. And she's gonna whip it good, man.
That's what she do.
Whip it. Whip the eyes. You get advantage because it's knocked prone.
Okay. And sneak attack.
Okay.
And I'm good.
All right, Shine's turn.
I am going to move. Over there, maybe.
Did you disengage?
Yeah, I guess I'll have to.
Okay.
And if I do that, maybe I should just move further.
Yeah, I mean, if you're gonna disengage because you can't attack, I would move as far as you can.
Alright. Suppose I'll stay over here.
All right. It is the question mark's turn. It is going to swipe one paw at Nixie, one paw at Teresa, and it's going to attempt to tail slap Belzerus. So the claw at Nixie is going to be a 9.
Miss it.
Claw at Teresa is going to be a 15.
Shite.
And claw at Belzerus is going to be a 17. I mean the tail at Belzerus.
17?
Yep.
Because of the minus armor class, his armor class went from 18 to 17 because of the shield damage. So that hits.
Yep. All right. Yep. So that's going to be 6 points of bludgeoning damage as the tail swacks.
Alrighty.
And it'd be Belzerus' turn.
Belzeros is going to use bonus action spiritual weapon. And it attacks immediately with an 18.
That would hit.
I'll just put a little drawn sword here for the spirit weapon. Because I don't know what Tegan was actually going to pick for his spirit weapon, so it's a sword for now. 18. That was at level 2, so that's 9 force damage. And then he's going to use his action to also hit with his warhammer. Misses.
Okay. All right. Then it's going to be a Teresa.
It's gonna be what?
Teresa, you're up.
Once again, one-handedly, Teresa slashes vertically at the creatures.
And rolls are not in your favor today.
All right. It would actually dodge the axe. It's Nixie's turn.
Alright, I'm going to do another Looming Blade with the Shadow Blade.
That would hit.
11 points of psychic damage, and he is covered in orangish energy.
All right. He's be glowing with orange energy, and at the top of the round, the hound looks at Shine and says, "Disciple of Ranshao. Oh, I will greatly enjoy ripping you apart like I did him."
Disciple of what?
I'm very, very confused.
Now that's a good reason to kill her.
You
I
must
told you
proceed to
there's
kill
a
him.
reason. There's a reason he knows.
Shine is officially unsettled now.
We understand why you wanted to kill our cinnamon.
My baby.
Top with Bronislav.
Where'd that voice come from?
The hound.
Oh, well, I'm going to keep assuming that this thing and the floating in the darkness is actually the real source of this thing, since that's where the manifestation came from. And since it is still prone, I assume, unless it got up, he's going to, hack into it with advantage because it's prone. And
that would hit.
Double up because I'm petty.
Yes.
Is he even hitting anything solid? What does that feel like?
You're swiping at the darkness, and the darkness is reacting. You don't really feel anything as your blade passes through the darkness.
It just makes weird noises.
Kind of whoosh.
Ugh, it's like it's there, but it isn't.
Hmm.
And I guess that's my turn.
All right. It's going to use a legendary action. Nixie, go ahead and use your booming blade damage.
Excellent. First time it actually landed. 2 damage. Oh, yeah.
The orange energy would detonate it as it withdraws into the darkness. And it'd be Belladona's turn.
Bronislav. Quick question.
Oh, what?
How effective do you think holy water will be against this thing?
I don't know. This is not my expertise.
Holy water.
You know what? Since Belladonna doesn't know where the frick this thing's gonna be popping up from, she takes out a vial of holy water and puts it on her whip.
Or what's left of it.
Well, there's still enough of it, so still gonna use it.
Okay.
And, yeah, now her ship's covered in holy water.
Okay. The corrosive whip's covered in holy water.
Yes.
Okay.
And she will end her turn as she just keeps an eye on those.
All right. It's shine. Disciple of Ren, shall I hunt for you? As Shine would begin to feel a looming presence over her.
What is this disciple nonsense?
Shine just yells, "Who are you?" And like just
I am your darkest fear.
she yells and hurls another eldritch bolt.
Your Eldritch Bolt would hit.
Finally, something hit.
All right, start of the turn. The eyes are going to they're going to disengage into the dark. As suddenly the stones begin to move and shake, this stone and this stone begin to light up with as darkness begins pouring from them. And it reveals Iris' turn.
Darkness is pouring out.
Yep.
Okay, he's gonna go over here. And not quite sure what they're doing. He's going to attempt to purify it with a sacred flame.
All right. They can't make a save, so stone would break, bursting into a small puddle of darkness.
Hey.
Before.
And then bonus action, he's going to move his spirit weapon. It can move 20 feet.
All right. After buzzes, I smell your fear. Give in to your darkness.
Darkness.
And it's Teresa's turn.
Belzeus would shout out, "The stones are breakable!"
Papa was a rolling stone.
What are you doing?
Wait, whose turn is it?
Yours.
Oh, Okay, so what? Not sure what else I could do, given again I don't have any other weaponry. Is this a turn I could skip?
If you like.
No, and I believe I shall do that.
You
Alright.
can roll perception to see where the voice may be coming from.
Right. I'll try that.
All right. Roll perception.
Ah.
Darkness forming right here.
Aha. So wait, that I could still. It's still my turn.
Yeah.
All right.
You used your action to perceive it, so you can move.
All right. Wait. Wait. So that was my action.
Yeah, to perceive it.
All right. Then I will evade that.
Okay. Taking an evade action. Nixie.
Nixie fights darkness with darkness, and is gonna attack the stone with her shadow blade.
Yeah, your blade would miss the you'd say it somehow falls short of the blade.
Just kind of like passes through it, like need to make it more stable.
Alrighty. Top of the round, the stone will lift off the ground and form a point and shoot at Bronislav. Dexterity saving throw. And it would do hit Bronislav for 10 points of piercing damage, vanishing into the shadows. As it would seem to pass through his body, the damage not being physical. And it'd be Bronislav's turn.
He's going to. So where was the voice coming from? Able to figure it out.
Yeah, it's on the map.
Sorry, I didn't see it. So it's over there. Actually, before moving, he's going to yell, "Where is it?" And, I'm assuming they're going to point the way.
Guys?
Oh, wait.
Are you gonna know where it is?
Wait, I have to?
Yeah, just say it's over there.
Right over there. Oh, God, I'm fucking terrible.
Oh, goodness, don't be like that. You're putting way too much pressure on yourself.
Yeah. So sorry. Yeah, I'll...
Doing okay.
Alright.
If it's more comfortable for you, you can just say Teresa says it's over there. If it's more comfortable for
Meanwhile, stop hiding, filthy coward! And he tries to swing, and evidently it does not connect.
It would swing into the darkness, and the darkness would agilely dodge his blade.
We're literally attacking the darkness. Oh.
Shame you don't have magic missile.
I have magic missile.
That was mostly one of the magic missile of the darkness.
Is there any girls there?
Magic missile of the darkness, and it's Shine's turn.
Wait, what?
Oh, Beldona, it's your turn. Sorry, you've holy watered the.
Don't make me come over. Alright, so Belladonna, since this thing needs to get repaired, it's probably not gonna give her a reach weapon anymore. She runs over towards it and still uses her whip as she hopes it hits. Probably not.
The darkness would agilely dodge.
And Belladonna uses cunning action to get the hell away.
Oh god, we're back to rolling like shit.
I've only ever been rolling like shit today.
That's all.
Alright. Okay, now it'd be Shine's turn.
So we see this thing, but we see the other
What?
Is this in the eyes two separate entities, or were those the same thing?
You don't know that.
Shine steps back and like kind of frantically fires another eldritch.
As whispers of saying how Ranchal screamed as he tore his flesh asunder, kind of itches in her head.
Yeah, she's definitely panicking, and she's kind of, let's see.
And it seems to be enjoying this. And the Eldritch Blast would miss as it flies into the darkness in a panic. It's the beast's turn. The beast is going to hop out of the shadows.
Oh shit!
And it is going to do a one claw at Bratislav, one claw at Shine, and one tail swipe at Belladonna. The claw at Bratislav is going to be a 9.
That misses.
It's going to be a 10 at Belladonna. And at Shine, it's going to be a 16.
Damn, I could have really used either of those other two rolls.
Don't forget you have +2 AC because Bel's
Yeah,
Zeros.
that only raises me up to 12.
Oh, you're only 12 with that? You should have more than that.
Unless I'm missing something.
Your base AC, like if you're unarmored, is 12, so it would be 14.
Oh.
It still hits, but at least you know that your base is 12.
All right, that's
All right.
8 points of bludgeoning damage as the tail swacks you across the head.
Shine kind of stumbles back, and she's not.
Son of a bitch!
Heal yourself!
And it's Belzir's turn.
Heal thyself as Donald Duck will not.
Belzirus, it's your turn.
Belzeros will attack.
I have to show you guys something really funny that I found recently. I'm gonna post it.
And his spirit weapon will move closer as well and attack subjects.
Okay. That's the best spirit weapon art, by the way. I love it.
Is that the best you
That
can
would
do?
hit.
Yo, what the fuck?
That would hit.
What the fuck?
13 damage total as Belzeros pounds into him.
It would begin. The beast legs would grow shaky as darkness begins pouring out of the wounds inflicted by the weapons of the
Be
group.
consumed by Bahamut's grace.
What the shit?
Ow!
Of course, he doesn't actually talk like that, but I get that fun.
And it would be Teresa's turn.
Okay. Teresa charges from behind, holding her axe with both hands, and swings madly at them.
That would hit.
Fuck! Finally.
As Teresa's axe would fly into the air. How'd you want to do this, Teresa?
The axe she swings at the beast's tail. I'm assuming this is a killing blow.
Yes.
Hacking it off.
Oh, right. You would hack off the beast's tail. And shadows would blast from its tail, and as the beast roars and falls to the ground, as the darkness pools up and would pool into a puddle. The darkness surrounding the area fades, revealing a way forward.
Teresa says the same thing that she said at the beginning of the battle. Fuck this.
I like you.
Why, thank you.
And from the carcass of the beast, it would pool up, and in the center would be a creature none of you have ever seen before. This creature has a lizard-like head and long ears, almost like a rabbit. The back of its head is covered in what seems to be rose quartz. It has 4 fingers and is dressed in a white robe with a blue trim.
So now we see your true form, foul beast.
The figure is unconscious.
Should we kill it?
Yeah, Bronislav is going to, go to finish it off.
Okay.
Oh shit.
You can roll with advantage, and you do double damage because it's helpless.
Are you going to stop him, Emmy?
I get the feeling something's off here.
Yeah. I'm getting the same vibe.
Is there anything I can discern by looking at it?
You have never seen this creature before, nor its origin.
What? Why are you looking at it like that? It is evil. We kill it now before it wakes up and does more darkness nonsense.
Perhaps it may not be that simple.
I wonder, are the eyes still even following us?
No, they are gone, and the darkness has faded.
Why wouldn't it be simple?
Well, no one wants to say that it isn't that simple, but, well, there's always the possibility.
Shine just kind of quietly shuffles to the side and slides down, sitting back against the rock with holding her leg.
Does your dad know what it is?
She just looks entirely tuned out now.
Does it radiate evil? Is that a thing that we can sense?
No, it does. Nope.
Who is not to say that this creature was not cursed into this form that it had?
Don't paladins get a tingle?
They do.
Oh, they get divine sense. I think you have to activate it though with the spell slot.
Oh, is that automatic? Do I just
You have to say you're activating it.
Okay. Well, yeah. I'll say.
Kaliasa has it.
Is it a spell or is it something a paladin?
It's a class trait.
Okay.
It's called divine sense.
I will spend a spell point to use divine sense.
All right. You'd be able to sense the alignment of everybody. Yeah, you can sense the alignment of everybody in the room.
Is it a devil? That's
devil.
And you can you sense that the creature in the center is neutral.
Wait, this creature is not evil like what we just fought. As he holds his symbol amulet of Bahamut over it while it shines as he senses it.
Very well then. You can kill it. I don't care. And he walks away from it towards the door to see if he can see what's down there.
Yeah, you would see now the darkness is gone, you see a pathway leading up.
We can see light from the surface?
Yes.
Ah!
Teresa moves over to Shine, simply watching.
I'll carry it for now until we can figure out what it's doing. And he will pick up the corpse, sling it over its shoulder, and
All right, the corpse is 185 pounds.
I mean,
He will not do that.
you're gonna have to drag.
Just is he out of spell slot?
The creature is not slim in nature. The creature it's about 4.5 in height.
Okay.
Its stature is also small.
Hey, Lion, can I ask? Are we assuming that the creature we fought was the one that reduced Stranshao to like the weakened state he is now, or that he just recently killed Ranshao?
He reduced it to its weakened state that he is.
Okay.
This is completely out of character, but has Ranshao responded to this thing's presence?
No.
Can Bill Zeros get some sort of insight into its current state? Is it simply unconscious, or
It is unconscious.
okay?
Game terms, it's sitting at 1 HP, unconscious.
Boom, bam! Last spell slot, 6 HP.
All right, you would be able to heal it. It now has 7 HP. The creature appears to be sleeping now.
Bronislav walks back to the group. What are you all doing here? I found way out. We can finally get fresh air and look after this curse.
I'm just
Might
kind
be-
of watching.
If this being was as strong as it was, it might have some insight into this curse. And it is no longer evil, so it may help us if it wakes.
Let me try something. He draws his sword out again and taps the let's see, gotta improvise this one. He taps the hilt to this to his ear and casts and tries to speak to it inside its head. Hey, wake up! And he's not even trying to. That's the last thing he says in common, and the rest is all angry giant.
All right. As you attempt to communicate with its mind, you get a complex and intricate webbing of language and thought. Something that extends far beyond comprehension. The voice seems to be quiet, however.
Bronislav is both confused and intrigued. Maybe there is something to this being that we do not see. Large Bill, help me lift. And he grabs it by the shoulders.
Sure thing.
Okay. As Shine would be able to feel Ranshal's strength kind of flowing back to him a little bit after the defeat of the beast.
Bilzerus will assist.
Okay.
And Nixie will make herself not useful and try to climb up on Bilzerus.
Teresa properly sits beside Shine.
Should we really be sitting, though?
I do not want to stay in wretched tomb anymore.
Belladonna just shrugs her shoulders as she makes her way towards the exit.
And if worse comes to worse, we can just pluck the gems from its head. And he starts to shuffle this thing out.
Okay.
It's like a conga line. It's like a conga of people.
And the group would reemerge on the surface.
Thank God.
Fucking finally, God.
This was a long, Jen.
You would appear to be open. You'd be coming out of seems to be the mountains. South you see the village of Helvenblade, as well as the road connecting it. You see the dark mist covering Helvenblade has vanished, and in fact, the sun is now shining over the general area.
Hey, we did a thing.
Fresh air and a much more pleasant atmosphere.
Is my flesh still falling off?
Yeah, unfortunately.
Did we see certain in town? I do not. Maybe we find transportation off a mountain. Come, Belzirus! And he's going to strong arm conga line Belzirus to help him drag this unconscious thing down the mountain because he wants to find a cleric.
All right. As you proceed on the mountain, the sun would glisten off the rose court, the rose court back of the creature. A tail slumps from outside of the tattered dress, also covered in the top of it, covered in rose quartz as well. And you'd successfully navigate your way down the mountain. Despite the off in the distance, you see the darkness, but it seems that in the general area of Helven's Blade, there is light, and there doesn't seem to be any monsters running about that you can see. And there's fauna returning to it.
Are we high enough to see Red Lurch? Or no?
No, you're not that far up the mountains.
Oh, okay.
You're coming out of a cave.
Just making sure.
All right.
As Shine follows the group, she just kind of... Well, for one, she would have healed her. Let's see, how do I do this?
As Dixie casually marches next to Bronislav and Belzirus, you see a small magical hand, like, holding up 10 pounds worth of the creature's shirt.
Oh!
Like, she thinks she's helping.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Well, perhaps we should just get to town for right now. Rest up a bit.
As Shine follows the group, she kind of just appears, like she's just been silent, kind of thinking to herself, like seemingly.
Are you all right? Teresa asked.
I have to be.
Well, though you might have to be, that doesn't mean you always will be.
I think I'm betting Nolly just lost internet, so I think my internet's about to cut out. Since our internets are kind of cut together.
We knew you well, Lion.
But I'll try to stay on it. It's probably just a hiccup, I hope.
So, Shine says, Peace, I wasn't aware that the creatures that Ren Shao fought were of this magnitude, but it's my job. I have to fight them. I'm the one he trusted with this.
Well,
Your dad has high expectations.
What are you doing, mumbling back? Do not get left behind.
Okay.
fuck off.
Back.
Welcome back.
Hello?
Okay, yeah, we can hear you now.
Like, I can't hear anybody, and I'm trying to say, let's just go back to town for a little while.
Hello, can you hear me?
I can
Yeah.
hear you. Alright, so what are we doing? Because I didn't hear like half of that.
It was just a it was a conversation between Shine and Teresa.
They're straggling behind.
Yep.
Is Shine the only one Teresa has like any kind of compassion for?
Seems like it.
She kind of likes Belladonna.
All right, so group consensus to head back to town.
Oh yeah.
Okay. All right. Alrighty. The group would arrive at a much more pleasant Helvensglade, one which appears to be brimming with life and a customer. No one petrified. The totems seem to have vanished as well. You see the townsmen working and to the streets as if nothing happened.
I swear half of these people had knives in their backs.
At least we know our time was not wasted.
Though you have you walked in the town yet, or are you still on the outskirts?
Belladonna's walking in while anybody follows her.
Belzera speaks up. Do you think we'll cause a scare if we bring something this unique in town?
Belladonna.
Put it this way. It is very unlikely that these people have seen anything like you or I.
You make a very valid point.
Belladonna takes off her cloak and just puts it over the unconscious thing right now before she goes back to strutting for.
Oh no, our poor unconscious dragonborn friend.
It's similar to a dragonborn, in a way.
We can bullshit it.
Kind of, in a way.
It's a smaller dragonborn. If you want to, it's a. All right, if a dwarven.
There's so much
dragonborn.
kind of sorta in this.
It was
squint
the
your
runt of the
eyes
litter.
and blur your vision. It could be.
It's still truth adjacent.
Yeah.
Sort of, kind of, sort of, a little bit, but not that by that much, but almost.
It's the runt of the dragonborn.
Okay. All right. As you get into town, you do get odd looks as you walk in the town, but they some of them shrug and say they've seen more interesting stuff in their time being out here in Waycrest, so they just leave you alone as you guys are walking.
Well, that's great. No need for any more drama.
You suppose there's an inn nearby?
Well, there is an inn.
Oh yeah, we've been there.
It'd be number one, but yes, you guys were here originally. That's where you.
Let's return there just to drop off this enormous weight on our backs.
All right, you would arrive in the Dragon Tails Inn, and you would inside you would instantly be greeted by the guard who says, welcome. Take it. It looks like you come a long way, travelers. What can we do for you? He yells from across the room.
Alcohol.
Can we just put this on table?
Meat.
Sure. I don't see why not.
Our dragonborn friend ran into a foul in mountain. Do you know location of cleric?
Clerk, brother Joseph, he works with the pigs. He'd be able to. He knows a little bit of. He used to be a clerk, but he gave up that life a while ago.
He has like a really harsh frown on his face when you mention that he's a pig farmer.
he's a clerk turned pig farmer.
Oh.
Belladonna just rubs her brow, being like, "No, please no."
Shine is still like kind of like looking at this at the cuts she has like in.
Do you need a room? They're free on the house. I like you, he says. And this is a gruff human man talking, by the way.
Nixie Spix looks like slightly embarrassed, like, oh, thank you.
Shine just gives a very charismatic smile. Thank you very much, sir.
Feel free to use the large room. You go up, it's the first door on your right.
Belladonna peers at the innkeeper.
Nixie Spix whispers to the group, ha! You fell for my feminine wiles!
Shine just turns to Nixie Spix and gives her a big thumbs.
Ego validated by Shine.
No one can resist. No one can resist the Spix.
Oh. Why the fuck did you say that?
Oh my god!
No.
I could just see like Nixie Spix and Shine like getting into some fucking girly shenanigans like doing fucking like
Yeah, doing fucking exactly.
no. I couldn't complete my thought, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to
before we start
leave.
going into goblin human ship relationships right here. Belladona's just gonna go.
Let's go find this pig farmer.
Yep.
Are you dropping the dragonborn looking thing off in the room, or are you taking that with you, still hauling it on your back?
That seems like a bad idea.
Just let the people who aren't cursed wait here with the unconscious thing, while the people who are go to the cleric to see if we can get this like cleansed.
Cleansing, deep cleansing.
Yes, I need to exfoliate. My skin is burning off.
I think that's a sign of too much exfoliation.
The spot never told me this thing.
They didn't tell you lots of things, did they? Let's go.
Next time on Dragon Ball Z,
Alright.
Shine and Nixie Spix uses Teresa as a canvas for their makeup.
Oh dear lord, she would fucking die.
Let's see what's
Just
the gaudiest shit on you.
Oh no. The version of her in my own writing would die.
I hope you like overdrawn lips.
Oh fuck. No.
Alright, so Belzirus volunteers to watch over the creature while the rest of you go to the
Find the line to the pig herder.
Alright, so you all go north and you arrive at the pig farm. You see a man in overalls and hairy arms with a bit of a beer belly, carrying around hay and moving around and giving hay to the pigs and grass.
So essentially, he's the pig farmeriest pig farmer one's ever seen.
Yes. Looking at him, you cannot tell any way that he was any way part of a.
Oh
anyway.
god, I'm gonna die.
He really let himself go after he left his order.
Oh
god.
Oh, Bella, would you do talking, please?
Belladonna waves the man down.
You see this. You see this. His white linen shirt coated in sweat, a dark spot kind of where his armpits would be, and over his chest, and he'd be like, "Oh, hello."
Such a waste of nice
Shine smiles but takes a slow step backward.
We in the business we call this utter discomfort.
As you all hear Belladonna making a disgusted gruff noise.
As he would set the log of hay he was working on down.
I heard from a little birdie in town that you used to be a cleric.
I'm not sure what you mean by clerk. There's people who call themselves clerk. They have cults and stuff, but there's no clerks anymore.
Well, you know, the ones that usually follow the dragons and all that kind of mumbo.
He looks at you weird. Excuse me?
You've been had.
I don't dabble in magics and healing magics and all that kind of stuff.
Yes, we're looking for a brother or something.
Yes, brother Joseph. That would be me.
If you are not cleric, then why are you brother?
He looks at you confused again, as clerks don't exist in this setting.
Wait.
But we have
Didn't the last guy say
He's a cultist.
Are they considered cultists?
Yes.
Oh.
Okay, that makes more sense.
Could you not have mentioned this earlier?
Did you follow God? Can you evoke things?
Yes, I can invoke things. I use it to keep myself in good health so I can take care of the pigs. Why do you ask?
Meanwhile, Belladonna makes a gruff, disgusted noise.
I can't believe fucking he has to do this anyways. Trouble. My skin is burning off. You fix this, yes?
He looks at it. He looks at it and says, "A curse, you say? I can try." As he runs inside and he walks out with a shattered holy symbol.
Oh no!
Oh my word!
It's
It's a bit old, but it still works.
You know there's three of us, right? And Belladonna shows up.
Well, I don't know if I can do 3. It's a bit removing curses requires a lot of energy. It could take multiple days.
I don't believe that days are had on their part.
It's not like I can pull holy power out of my sleeve.
shine? Never mind.
Belladonna holds out another vial of frickin' holy water. Will this help?
I do not think so.
Disgusting grunt noises.
How about I pay you? You heal me, I pay you.
I mean, sure, he says. But it'd be 3 days for all of you.
Well, he is going to completely ignore that and hold out his arm.
He looks between the group and says, "Money?" He holds out his other hand.
He takes out of the stuff we found. He takes 15 silver from it and puts it in the farmer's hand.
Fair enough. As he waves his holy, he casts the 3rd level cure or remove curse, and Razislav's hand would be removed of the curse. Says, "Oh, I never thought I could make money doing this."
Yes, it's much more lucrative than
Pig
this.
herding.
He looks down and looks at the pigs, and looks at the holy symbol and the pigs, and you can see thoughts starting to turn in his head.
The pigs
It's almost
give
like
him
you
a-
do not have to smell like pig shit.
The pigs give him a,
And
give him a
walks away,
sad stare.
back to the inn.
And you could end up having a ton of beer for your belly that you seem to.
You know, I'm starting to feel a bit more holy power coming on. He says and looks between Nixie and Belladonna.
Bronislav, did you
Nixie.
leave us some of the silver? Maybe. Or did you just leave with all of it?
Well, he is the treasurer,
Yeah, he is your treasure. He has all the treasure.
but he already paid.
For his or for everybody?
Yeah, for his.
Oh, I thought it was for everyone.
No.
Well, Nixie will still hold out her arm.
Money. He holds out his other hand.
Oh,
Meanwhile, you see Belladonna, like, trailing after Bronislav, just, like, trying to book it for some of that.
she picks out 15 silver from her pouch.
Excellent. As he holds his hand over the curse, and it would be removed.
Not that one. That one's just rations. That one.
Oh, sorry. And he rolls over and removes that curse. As you see a big smile on his face.
I'm free!
Bronislav! Where is he, by the way?
I'm not sure. I think he said he was going to the inn. Are you there, Gray?
Out of
Yeah,
character.
he went back to the inn.
Oh, okay.
You just see Belladonna open up the indoors, like, really damn wide. Bronislav.
What?
She puts out her hand. Money.
Oh, right. We want to split up what we found. Yes.
Making like a big ass commotion just because of opening the door.
Yeah,
How
everyone's
about
looking at
we
him.
go back to rooms so we don't have to worry the prying eyes of thieves?
Belladonna just kind of like looks around.
That's
I'll
why
prob-
Nixie jumps through the door. It doesn't itch anymore!
Well, this place wouldn't be that bad. When we get to a bigger city, I'll look out for it.
No, that is fair, but we also want to include Belziris on this, yes?
True.
And he goes up to their room.
Okay. You would open the room, and the figure would still be unconscious, laying in the bed. Belzier's watching it.
And Belladonna puts her hand to her hip as she puts out her hand.
Wait a minute.
This is like the only time you're starting to see Belladonna get like really impatient.
I'm not good at math like you, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
The decibels. So everyone would get, like, between the six of us, and there's 6 of us, right?
Yeah.
So, each of us would get, like, 73 of the copper. Can I just round down?
Yeah,
for the decibel?
yeah. Go ahead. Do whatever's easiest for you. Whatever makes the numbers even, ish.
Oh wait, no, I did that number wrong. That's the goal. The 16 is 16 gold, and that's between all of us, divided evenly.
Oh, okay. You have silver twice.
Yeah, the first one is the gold.
Oh,
So it's like 16 gold, 42 silver.
I'm gonna put that. I take the 15 out of the 15 out of the.
Also, while we are here, why not identify Weird Dagger?
Oh, yes! Almost forgot.
Meanwhile, Belladonna goes back to the pig herder to get her thing taken off.
He says money. What have you guys created?
She just places in his hand, and she holds out her other hand that is.
Okay.
We're gonna come back in like a year, and he's gonna have like a mansion by himself, and all of the people are gonna be destitute, and he's gonna be ruling over them. While all this is happening, Nixie Spix is going to put the dagger on in bed, and go through the 11-minute ritual of identify.
Okay. You would identify as a +1 dagger enchanted with light.
Enchanted with light.
Like the light cantrip?
Yeah, light cantrip. It's a +1 dagger with the light cantrip on it.
And its name is Rezio? Rezio.
As you say that name, the dagger begins to glow really brightly in a shade of a blue and blue, gray, and yellow. As the dagger begins to shine, as suddenly the creature on the bed begins to stir, and you see its eyes slowly open with a painful groan. The creature is feminine. It has a feminine tone.
Meanwhile, Belladonna's getting to hear right as the light show's going off, and then she just kind of closes the door and goes back down.
She hasn't had enough ale for that.
Actually, yeah, she's gonna go get just a ton of freaking ale for herself because she's like,
Hi there, is this your dagger? I'm sorry, I took it, it's mine though.
As the hues, the creature would struggle to sit right up in the bed.
Wait, what the fuck?
And would give the group a very confused look. As it flickers its eyes open and shut, as if taking in what's before her.
Oh no! She has stagnant character.
Oh fuck!
Stagnant character theme song.
Oh fuck! No! Oh damn!
I can't hear it.
I can.
Stagnant character theme song.
I'm sorry, I don't get the reference.
Kingdom Hearts.
Oh. Well, I wonder where she disappeared at the end of the...
Okay. All right. She speaks. Her voice very light and it seemed very harmonious. But it's a language that she speaks, but you can't understand what she is saying. Kakuni kai nahu.
Oh,
Where
great!
did you
It's
say
that
she came
fucking. It's that hussy from. Was it Tales of Fantasia?
Hi? Do you speak common?
She looks at you confuzzled. As not understanding what you say.
She says the same thing in Goblin.
I'm gonna need a short clarification of what's going on right now.
The purple lizard lady woke up, and we're trying to talk to her.
The dagger shined and grew bright and put on a light show.
Yeah, I identified it. I apparently said a trigger word, and then that caused her to wake up.
She would reach out. Does Nixie have the dagger in hand?
Yeah.
She would. You would see her reach out for the dagger.
She would, I guess, tentatively hand it over, almost like she doesn't want to, but she does it anyway.
So, question. Hey, Emmy?
Yes.
Did Shine ever make her hair normal again after she made it into a rainbow?
Yeah. She only did that for like a moment. She didn't mean for anyone else to really see that except for Nix's fix.
Are there any? Are there any? Wait, what am I looking at?
Are there any girls there?
Tavern? Yeah.
If there's any girls there, she wants to do that.
Well, there's lots of girls there, mostly human folk.
Oh, you there? Purple girl.
Yes.
She turns her head. Oh, she turns her head at the same time as
This the dark creature it seemed like he knew you. Do you know?
Shine kind of quickly steps away.
Do you know her? Wait, where are you going?
Wait, who are you talking to right now?
To you.
Okay,
Confusion.
I thought you might have been talking to the other.
It seems like the creature that was possessing this thing knew you. Do you know what it is or what she's saying? And what is this Raushan?
Close. Ranshao is a celestial being, a key being who was fighting his own war against the threat of the undead that has been increasing lately. He had been defeated in battle and weakened, and he trusted me to fight in his stead.
That is a steep responsibility to dump upon child.
I
Especially
was the
dead.
one who happened to find him, and he, I suppose, saw potential in me. So I'm going to try to not.
I can see why he saw such potential in you.
You sure he's not making you do things against your will?
No. I mean, to be honest, I felt like I did feel like I needed a different purpose in life than what was expected of.
She fumbles the dagger a moment before handing it back to Nixie with a smile.
Nixie takes it way too fast to be polite.
Be careful with that. You're gonna take her eye out.
Meanwhile, during this beautiful exchange, Belladonna is just like
Drunk at noon on a
playing
Tuesday.
around. And then you just hear crash against the bed.
The creature jumps a bit as Belladonna comes crashing into the room, looking rather shocked.
Oh, what a very flattering condition. So we have what is the correct phrase? We have hit dead end.
She can't understand us. We can't get information.
I suppose you not will want to take her with us.
She would speak lot. La Arca, she says. La Arca.
Does that sound anything like anything?
That sounds like a name. As she points to herself.
Oh! Nixie Spix the Great! As she points to herself.
She panics for a moment, trying to reach around for what seems to be something that's not there, and then she sighs.
I told you it was aliens.
Message might come in handy at this certain situation.
Yeah, why not? He's gonna try to talk to her inside her.
You hear your voice says, "Who are you?" She says, and Brazoslav's mind, of course.
Bronislav says, like, he can say this, but you don't know who he's talking to. I am Bronislav, and you tried to kill us.
I tried to kill you? She looked confused.
Do you know who Rausch... he says Rauschau instead of Ranschau.
Shine corrects him.
Is that not one of the lesser deities?
Shine nods.
He just keeps this connection going because it's like the only way he's able to really talk to her. Oh, I am not a religious man. I cannot confirm for you. Tell me, what language you speak? Where are you from? I have not seen anything like you.
I am a Draconician. From the old world.
That was like before he was born, so he doesn't. From old world?
What this world was before.
I mean, Shine having had an education, would she at least have heard, know about what?
No.
Alright.
The sad thing is, the only person that's probably gotten a little bit of understanding of what the hell happened way back in the day was schooling in Belladonna, and she's passed.
Oh, so you are from old world deities. Do you recall why you were down in dungeon?
I think, if I remember, someone named Razier. Though I do not remember what transpired. That name just sticks out in my head.
This seems strange. The hag was offering to Strahd, not Razier. Who is Razier?
I don't remember. But Strahd was, he was the original, he was a lesser deity of this place, back in the old world.
He was deity? I thought he was vampire. I am very confused.
I don't know how to explain it, really.
He sits down on the bed next to Belladonna's unconscious body and just kind of stops to think. Okay, so you are from old world before world was the way it was. Your memory is gone. He starts like lightly knocking his fist against his forehead as if he's trying to get his brain to function.
She would nod and says, You seek a hag, do you not?"
Yes, well, mostly. I do not like such beings roaming free through the countryside, but it is not getting.
I know who you would want to talk to if you would like to know more about this place.
How would you know this?
I don't know. I just feel it. There's
narrows his eyes at her.
There's a Lucy von Zarovich, Strahd's daughter. She would know.
He's just kind of. It's hard. I guess it's just hard to parse if she's being sincere or not. Wait, so that girl was daughter of Strahd? I thought undead cannot have children. What is this?
She shrugs.
He starts actually like clarifying what they're talking about to the rest of the party.
I swear. No, keep going.
Finally, I've just been watching you guys stare at each other.
Oh, so apparently we met the daughter of the old lord of this region. Oh, yes! She actually kicks Belladonna away.
Oh my gosh.
She's groggy.
Oh, what are you doing drunk? It is not 2 bells past noon.
I mean, there are 2 bells. And it is not past noon. She points to herself and tells you.
He starts rubbing his temples as if he's getting a headache. Oh, complicated nonsense. Did you not say your family has history with Strahd?
I don't think with Strahd exactly, but we have enough supernatural stuff.
Well then, good. Maybe you can tell me significance of Lucy, because Lucy was apparently.
Can I roll a history?
Oh God! Help me, Yamate!
As I roll the dice for history. No.
You. Why are you giving me blank expression?
There were pretty lights.
Oh,
why are there pretty lights before noon?
She would grip her head and says, "There's a power coming from the Crypt Garden Forest in the center. I feel." As she grips her head before she would fall unconscious.
that is not part of spell.
Oh dear.
She's probably unconscious.
Okay, so here's the plan. There is apparently weird nonsense coming from Woodland. I suggest we rest for day, considering harrowing experience in tunnel, and tackle this tomorrow morning when everyone is
sober.
Yes, sober.
And
Hey, I wanted to go shopping.
C is perfect. Downtime. Everyone needs.
Yes, go shopping.
I can't go shopping here. There's only pigs.
Let's go to
Oh
the
my
mall.
god! Let's go shopping for pigs.
Oh, fuck.
Make sure to buy your crossbows.
I was gonna say,
Oh,
is there
yeah.
anywhere that Teresa can find a crossbow?
I need a fucking crossbow.
Yeah, you did find a blacksmith in town.
I still have Bronislav's, but Belladona's still like just sleeping.
No, he like flat out gave it to her. He doesn't
Oh,
need it
okay.
anymore. He just figured out how to fucking cast magic after, studying
yeah.
from a book for like 2 hours.
So he has his own ranged attack, so we don't really need it no more.
So, 1 second.
And since 11, we will pick up restocked and refreshed next session.